Hello everyone, Sparks here for another video. Today's video is another Fallout 4 build. Today's build is Victor Crowley from the Hatchet movies. I'm gonna read to you a little about his background. And my god, I've seen some of his clips on YouTube of the movie, of his kills, and they're bloody as hell. He puts Jason's, Michael's, Freddy's, and Leatherface's kills to shame with his. My god. Jason is still my favorite one, though. So, little bit about him. Many years ago, in the Honey Island swamp of New Orleans, there lived Thomas and Shane Crowley. Shane became ill with a rare type of stomach cancer and had to have her own nurse, a black woman named Lena. When Shane was asleep, Lena and Thomas were having, an affair, leading to Lena becoming pregnant. On the day Shane passed away, Thomas and Lena shared a kiss, but Shane wasn't dead, and in a fit of rage, put a curse on Lena's unborn baby, before finally dying. Months later, Lena had her baby, who was born with a tumor disease. Lena died, presumably of shock, the moment she laid eyes on him. Years went by. Thomas only hid Victor to hide what he did, but over the years he learned to love his deformed child. Until one Halloween night, a group of trick-or-treaters came to the Crowley's house to play a prank on him. Shouting taunts and jeers, they began throwing sparklers towards the house. One of the sparklers was really close to the door. The door caught on fire. Victor Crowley, now an adult, was trapped inside and began to panic. His father returned home just in time to see their house on fire. Wielding a hatchet, he began hacking away at the front door, desperate to save his son. What Mr. Crowley didn't realize was that frightened Victor was pressed against the back of the door when his father began swinging the axe. The blade cleaved through the door panel and embedded itself into Victor's head, explaining the scar on his face. His father was very furious with the three teens, but they denied everything. He died of a broken heart soon after. The incident earned Victor the uncomplimentary nickname of Hatchet Face. Yes, I'm reading it from the Hatchet Wiki. But I never seen the movie, so this really helps. However, he revived and became stuck in the night he died. Mary Beth, mother, her that sometimes when people die ultratraumatically, they become stuck in the night they died, stalking the bayous surrounding his home, crying out in search of his father. Stories of the Crowley legend circulated throughout the New Orleans area. Before long, the tales of Victor Crowley became an official part of the religional lore. Okay. And it says a bunch of stuff afterwards. So he's basically stuck in the night he died. Never to leave. And it says a bunch of stuff about people he killed. Oh, it's already been 3 minutes. I should get on to it. The end of Victor Crowley, no. One ugly son of a gun. Oh, he's also played by Kane Hodder, same person that played Jason. I found that interesting. Yeah, I was looking at a list of killers from movies, horror movies, and he was on one of them, so I decided to make a character for him, as you can see here. It's not that accurate, but it's accurate enough to, yeah. Yeah, so I watched some of the clips on YouTube of his kills. They're bloody, like really, really bloody. like I said before. So he's stuck in the same night at every... That must suck, but... Jeez. So let's say he wasn't stuck in the same night. Let's say he wandered off to search for his father somewhere else, and he ended up in Boston. So he's still searching for his father. 200. Yeah. What I didn't read on it on the wiki, but I read it before. He's a vengeful spirit, so I guess he can't die. He can be shot numerous times and fall down, but gets back up. So, yeah, he ended up in Boston, still searching for his father 200 years later. That's my short backstory for him. Because with his lore, it doesn't really work. Because he's stuck in the same night he died. So, yeah. Okay. With that being said, special stats. Once you reach level 82, your special stats would be 10 strength, 1 perception, 10 endurance, 3 charisma, 1 intelligence, 6 agility, and 9 luck. His weapon, his iconic weapon, is the Hatchet, which I made with a bladed tire iron. With the bladed mod, of course, as you can see. There's no real hatchet in the game. In Fallout, I think in Fallout New Vegas there was one. But, you know what would be cool? Having a game, like, take Skyrim for example. Actually, I'm going to say it afterwards. Apparel. Armored utility coveralls. In the movie, he's wearing coveralls, but not utility ones. So, if you take off all the equipment from the belt area and the undershirt, you basically got Victor Crowley in the movies. Perks. All five ranks of Iron Fist, all 5 ranks of Big Leagues, all 4 ranks of Armorer, all 3 ranks of Blacksmith, all 3 ranks of Rooted, all 5 ranks of Toughness, all 3 ranks of Light Giver, all 3 ranks of Antimenting Skeleton, all 4 ranks of Ghoulish, all 3 ranks of Solar Powered, all 4 ranks of Lone Wanderer, all 3 ranks of Action Boy, all 4 ranks of Bloody Mess, all 3 ranks of Idiot Savant, all 3 ranks of Better Criticals, all 4 ranks of Critical Banker, all 3 ranks of Grim Reaper Sprint, all 4 ranks of 4-Leaf Clover, and all 3 ranks of Moving Target. Because he charges at people with his hatchet in hand. But, where was it? Yeah, with the reason I gave him Iron Fist is because in one of his kills I saw, he runs up to this lady and pries her mouth open and then rips the top of her mouth off. Or top of her head off. It's really gruesome. Jeez. That's just only one. In another one, he's like, he has his like giant chainsaw. The blade of the chainsaw is like as tall as me, and he like goes under these 2 guys with the chainsaw, and like picks them up with it when it's still on, and, like cuts them in half. Like puts it under them and then picks them up and then gory as hell. Oh yeah. Base of operation. Since this is a swampy area, and where he was living in the Hatchet movies is a swampy area, I picked Murkwater Construction Site because it looks like a swamp to me. It really does. Look at this. Tree, swampy water, giant Mylar Queen. factions railroad to get the ballistic weave. And I don't know how to roleplay that because he kills anything he sees. It doesn't matter if you're old person, young person, he murders you all. I didn't see him kill any kids, so I guess he doesn't kill any of them. Maybe, I don't know. I had never seen the movies, and it never said anything in the wiki about him killing any kids. Teenager maybe, but not little kids. Same with Jason. He doesn't kill little kids. Only teenagers and adults. Anywho, I said faction or railroad. Companions, none. And with that being said, let's go on a killing spree. I don't know if I can show you a picture without being copyrighted for it, but he's more deformed. He's like big lumpy head with a scar, as you can see on my character. That scar on his head, like bigger. His hair, the front part of his hair is like missing, with it only being in the back and long. Okay. He's my second favorite horror movie villain, behind Jason. Jason is cool. He's an iconic one. Jason. Michael's my third. Okay, people.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, these kills don't do the person justice at all. He would make a bloody mess. Well, he is kind of bloody, but all this would be painted red. The whole house would be painted red with the blood. But, what was I saying? Okay, before I get on a rant about talking about him, next build is Norman Bates. About, from the Psycho movie. The original, not the remake with, what's his face? I don't know. I was gonna rant about something. Oh, yeah. Like I said, with Skyrim or one of the Fallout games, you could pick, like, what you look like and stuff, but you can't really give your character a disability at the beginning, like, how Jason is, like, deformed. You can't make your character look deformed. And I wish you could do that in some of the games. Or give him, like, a hump on the back, like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Give him, like, a disability that you have to work around with your character. And it also would give you more, your character more, like, of a personality, I guess. I'm not sure if that's the right word. Or, I think that this would be cool. Let's see. Yeah. And have, like, in a game, I want to make this game. Make a game like that. You can, in some games, you can, like, say how high your character can be, like how tall. I wish you could do that in like this game. And a lot of other stuff you could do. It'd be really cool. But you can't. Games are not like that. You can, in Fallout 4 you can give them scars and stuff, but that's about it. And like white splotches on the skin, but you can't actually mold his face into what Victor Crowley would look like in the movie. You can't do that. There's only a certain amount of things you can do with the hair and face, and yeah. Oh, what the hell happened? There we go. Okay. Sorry about the rant, but I wanted to rant about that. I already said the next build is Norman Bates, so hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and I see you Sparketeers in the next one. Goodbye!